Okay, Ma Bell. Here I am, gonna hike to the top of this mountain to try to find a iPhone battery pack that was a gift to me from my daughter. I also lost a sweatshirt, so I want to find that. But here's an entrance that kind of gets overlooked. See how it looks different leading up into the gatekeeper? Oh, what a great day it would be for some off-roading here. I'm gonna go over to the gatekeeper and look at the line in detail. That really is a great line for the four-door. Ren discovered it. I was with him a couple months back, and we dubbed it the perfect line for a four-door. And I'm going to just come look at it in detail. So as you approach this daunting mountain right here of rock, I'm going to hone in right here on this rock. Okay, so you see where I am? That's the rock. So driver's tire right here, not on the rock, right next to it. And this is just wide enough that over on this side, your passenger tires also have good contact. So that's what's really nice about it. And by not hopping up over this with a tire, you keep the tires on the ground. So I had great traction over here on the passenger side. And then this kind of comes up. And now right here, right when my driver's front tire hit this step. Now that's a good 3 feet right there. From there up, and I just got on it a little bit, and the rest was history. So just a great line for the four-door, and it's right up the chute. And what it does is it keeps you out of here. This is a trap for a lot of people right here. This hole right here, and I've been in this before. My ass end spun around, and I had a wrong angle like this. So just some thoughts on the gatekeeper here. All right, so where I am right now, I'm looking towards where you take a sharp left that way and you go down the big rock. And I'm pretty sure we can figure out whose big, badass, freaking super swamper that is. All right, standing at the top of the loading dock. There's the big rock to the left. Obviously, I'm looking down into the rock garden. You can see that other rock in the center of the screen. I usually do a lot of filming right there, but gorgeous day. I will say this, the mayflies are out. Big difference up here today with the gnats. All right, continuing up the journey here to the top. A lot of people might actually miss this old huge piece of steel in the ground right here. Again, this is just above the loading dock obstacle. As I look down here, there would be the bypass around the rock garden. Some cable over there. You can see the cable. Probably all kinds of stuff buried under here that we don't know about. Look at that sunrise. You know where I'm at right here. There's such a great line right here going to the steps. Right here is usually where we go through. If you really look at this rock formation, you get the steps over there, which is actually probably one of the lower areas. Then you got a line you could hit right here in the middle, which I think would be good for the two doors. Got a hell of a breakover angle. And then as I come over this way where this root and this tree is, this is definitely a nice four-door line right here to come close to that tree and to just go over it right here. That might be a nice one to try next time. And then of course there's a bypass over here to the right. You're not going to believe this. I just let out a huge, yeah, you've heard it before. Yeah! All right. Right there, baby. American workhorse since 1941. I've done so many wheeling trips with this, and now I've saved it. Retrieved the great sweatshirt. So where was it? Kind of surprised. I don't even know how the hell it would have came out right here. This is just above, right there, going that way are the steps. So I came down here and then I curved around, and I'm guessing that my front tire dropped in that hole right there and it just slid off the passenger seat. So got to be more vigilant about shit on the passenger seat when you're rock climbing. Doesn't work very well. All right. Oh, I do love this next section. 3 incredible lines. All of them have their individual challenges. So as of recent, I've been nailing the line to the right here. Love this line. Got it first time, piece of cake here a couple days ago. The line in the middle right here, very, very aggressive and steep. I have seen some 4-door JKs do it. I saw Tim put one hell of an effort on this thing. Gave us a hell of a show and then almost rolled it. And then there's this famous line to the left that sometimes you can walk it without a problem. And then all of a sudden you'll have a day where every time you try it, it takes you right into that tree right there. So 3 incredible lines right here. All of them are really good. This is a great section of the trail, and it just gets better. All right, you know where I am. This is just an incredible section. Some really fun stuff here. I'll start with this line right here. This is an incredible line. It looks, when you look at it, like it should be pretty easy, but it's quite challenging. I've had success lately placing my 2 tires, driver front there, passenger right there, shooting up towards that tree at somewhat on an angle, and then turning driver. I've made this obstacle twice on 2 attempts, but not without trying. It took me probably a half a dozen times the first time I ever did it, and Gary was spotting me and Dwayne. And then a couple days ago, it took me 3 times to climb this, but it's a big victory for sure. Then you got this. This here's you might remember Tim had his TJ, and he was getting up on this rock. This is a really neat thing. This would be something to try too, where you actually come across and you cut over on an angle that way. It's very nice. Watch Mike Coleman do that. This also, in this hole right here, this is a lot of times where this is where Wild Bill fell over on his side. He got up in here, and actually his rocker, you can see the marks. His rocker landed here. Dwayne also had a similar thing where he rolled over on its side. So this is a pretty tricky section. Then we got this awesome little route right here, which looks pretty cut and dry, but you got the 2 trees right here to be mindful of. It's kind of narrow, but pretty exciting. And then over here to the left is an awesome one too. My first time ever at Ma Bell. I was in another Jeep club, and a guy spotted me through this. This is an incredible climb right here. So you go past this little wall and try to get your driver's front tire right in that V-notch, climb up, and then take a sharp passenger. It's an incredible climb. This next area here becomes kind of a free-for-all. You can go this way in between those trees. You can hit the dead center, come over here to the right. I think this was the line that I took, and then kind of stayed close to the tree line and climbed this section of rocks right up here. Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure I drove over this pine bough right here. Definitely. Popped up in the video for sure when I drove over it. Oh man, this place is so good. I wish we were all here again today. Gonna even be hotter today. The rock's extremely dry. Have all kinds of traction here. Here's some really fun stuff. Usually right after this, everyone bangs the left and gets up into that area. Wild Bill did it. Dan for sure. It's really nice. Yeah, so most everyone cut across right here. Colin was playing on that obstacle right over there. Dan, Jim, a lot of guys came up this way, and this comes up to that rock that Wild Bill got high centered on right here. Come up right through here. Here's a good terrain feature. And you got this rock. And then of course the rock ridges are up there that you can follow around. But where I'm heading this morning is over here to that last crazy obstacle I spent some time on in search of an iPhone battery pack gift from my daughter. Trying to retrieve it. Hopefully it's not in pieces. Hopefully it's still there. Well, there's that rock. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to try it again. I think there's a line there. Maybe found half of it. I think with some more patience, trying maybe to be further over to the driver's side or maybe further over to the passenger side when you get to the top and you start turning. But right here is where my Jeep got into a predicament, and I'm going to look on the ground and try to find an iPhone battery pack. And got a bad feeling about this because this is where right here is where my passenger rear tire was tearing it up. Trying to climb this bad boy. Well, sadly I've done an incredible amount of digging around here. You can see I checked all these holes. I expected to find it right in here. And it would have been bright white, so maybe a hiker. This place has a lot of hikers. Maybe someone found it yesterday. That's all I can think of. At least I found the sweatshirt, so it would have been nice to find the sentimental gift, but it is what it is. These things happen. Lesson learned, man. Don't be doing rock climbing with important shit on your passenger seat. Tuck that shit away. All right, that's a wrap. What did I find? The outside to a back JK tail light, a clamp for a steering stabilizer onto a tie rod, and happily my sweatshirt. And that's a wrap for today.